Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ted Niam. I'm a food, beverage, and pork photographer based out of Philadelphia. Currently using a light setup that I probably will not use because it is a lot to set up. It is a book light. I'll show you what everything it is, but I'm using my Nanlite 300 as the fill light and for the book light. It's shooting up into a 7-inch white umbrella. The light's passing through a off-white cloth that's acting as a diffuser. Then I'm using a Nanlite Pavo Slim panel, more off to the side, so it's obviously in its diffusing with a grid that's pointing towards me. So it's almost like a cove lighting setup with a book light. Just the Nanlite Pavo Slim Pavo panel is not fully diffused like the book light setup. Currently, let me move my micro boom. There you go. Micro boom with a Rode mic facing towards my chest, and shooting an R6 Mark III with a 2470. So yeah, I will probably not bring any of this setup with me when I go out for any kind of interview of that sort, unless I had a big van and setup and huge interview project to work on. But I'm more trying to get my work to look more, the lighting to be more, much more interesting and dramatic than this kind of lighting, because this looks nice for like interviews and that sort of like a corporate kind of discussion. Not saying I'm corporate or anything, but I want to try and make more narrative driven lighting than this. I probably have like some negative fills up here so I could cut out light that's coming on my magazines. All these magazines are all work that my work has been published in, so hard to want to get rid of them. My R6, R5 Mark II up there. So yeah, I probably, if I want to make this more dramatic and that sort, I'd probably put like a negative fill like right here to enhance the shadows on this side of my face. And yeah, so basically 2 lights and almost 1 book light, 1 Pavo panel, and a cove direction, but partially lit by a book lighting and partially lit by the Pavo panel, which may defeat the purpose of making shooting on a book light setup. But you know, want to make my lighting look interesting and cool. So I just dropped the power down to 10%. So yeah, I was watching all the releases about Canon's R6v, and I want to get one. I want to get a C50, but in today's economy, I'm probably gonna push those two off for like next year or so. Heaven forbid that our economy stays in a shitter till then. But the thing that I really do find more purpose or necessity in getting is obviously gas, paying bills, and food, obviously. But in terms of like gear, I mean, ultimately, I don't need anything. This is just me having gas and wanting to get more stuff. But these 2 items that it's on my shopping list do have a point for me to purchase. The first one is Profoto's L600D. Now, it acts as both a cine light and a stills strobe all in one, so I don't have to bring more things I need to for photo and video. Obviously expensive, and I'll still bring my B10X on a photo job along with that light, but I could switch if I want to do a quick video. I could switch the L600 to video mode and go from there. I tried shooting a video with my B10X. Uh, let's just say it's not the perfect tool for it. It added some light, but ultimately no. For stills, that the B10X, B10's perfect, amazing. Like I'm kind of curious how the L600 deals goes with stills. Its bulb is not a xenon light bulb like the B10X or B10s, but I have high hopes. So the L600D from Profoto is definitely up there for a necessity, and a Mac Studio, like my M1 Max for like still photography is does a great job. But when now that it's time coming for video work, I can see it. I can see its struggles, and I'm like, you know what? If I'm hold on, drink coffee. If I'm doing more video work, I would obviously need to up my processing power, let alone storage capacity to accommodate the new video work. I don't shoot in RAW for video. It's way too many files. File size is too large. SSDs are way too expensive. So yeah, I'm not going to be shooting RAW for video in any time soon, especially not for these kind of videos. Even for most client, if I get client work, I'd probably still stick with what I'm currently shooting at. I think it's at 422, the 10-bit color depth, or 12-bit. I don't know. I forget which one. There's too many. The codec names are too confusing. But I'm shooting in high quality, but in C-Log 2, and that sort. And even then, the file sizes are intense. If I shot in RAW, this video, which may end up being like 2 gigabytes, could be about like 15 or 20 gigabytes. So with storage costs costing where they are right now, there's no no way to want to shoot RAW for video. Let alone my M1 Max will probably not be able to handle it. So yeah, L600 from Profoto and a Mac Studio. As for the C50 and R6v, they look like great cameras. I wish they had better LCD screens, but ultimately any camera these days is great. So I'm not too worried about needing to get the C50 or R6v. I do like how the R6v is very light and it's cheaper, but I do want the timecode and the XLR port handle from the C50. So I'm just gonna wait till I can find out use C50 or see what may happen with the C50 Mark II. Yeah, so I have time to just wait it out, because I don't want to be dropping $4,400 or no, it's $3,899 for a C50. So yeah, I don't want to drop that kind of money right now on it. So I'm just gonna wait it out and see how this year pans out. I mostly just do stills for when I'm hired, but I'm trying to get more video work. So for me, those are the end goals to really push my craft forward. But right now, I am definitely just making do with what I have: the R6 III, the R5 Mark II, my assorted lenses, and that's where. So yeah, just my 2 cents on things. Now that I'm not going to Japan, I might go to California. I could stomach the flight to go to California, but because unless I have to pay for gas in California, that'd be terrible. But I'd be staying with my brother, but gas. Not like gear acquisition syndrome, but like gas to put in the car. The last time we spoke about gas, he told me he when he filled up, he had to pay $170. That was like 3 weeks ago. I don't want to know how much gas costs right now in California. It's beyond ridiculous. And inflation is now 3.5%, and it's going up. So this wish list may remain a wish list, is what I'm trying to, is ultimately what I'm getting at. Because I don't know how anyone's going to be able to afford any of this stuff going for the next couple of years. But yeah, I do have one video project coming up at the end of the month. We haven't decided what fish that we want to video being broken down, but I'm doing a fish breaking down video with little fish at the end of the month, and hopefully Alex will be much more comfortable talking on camera. So yeah, I'm really trying to get this video projects going, but it's been hard to get people to accept it, to want to sit in front of the camera. That's where, which is also why I'm doing these lighting setups, so I could slowly reel them in to see if they can imagine themselves into this kind of a project that I want to try out. But that's this video. I need to get back to work and clean up. I have to get my car from the mechanic because I got oil change. I found out what's wrong with my eye. I have a sty in my eyelid, which I have to get my medicine in the next couple of minutes to start that process. And I have to get, work on chores and that sort. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're not stressing, although life is stressful right now. But I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Peace.